Okay. Oh, my hair. So, about a year ago, Beth challenged me to make 100 videos. And I got to video 14, and the videos started getting really personal, and so I stopped posting them to the whole world. And a lot of them I wasn't making available. It was too personal. And then I got distracted with life, and I got distracted with how intense some of them were. And I got distracted with work. And now here I find myself, I was in a car accident in July, and I find myself out of work and starting a new direction, starting that next section of my life. I'm going to be 46 in December, and I have issues, right? I'm a rape survivor. I'm a domestic violence survivor. I'm I'm dyslexic. I have arthritis in my spine. I have a number of other, things that slow me down physically. I'm in a lot of pain all the time, and I just work through it until, it's like, I don't know. This is sounding depressing, and I didn't want it to be depressing. I have a lot of gray hair. I've been thinking about letting it all go gray, and they say, "You're too young to go gray." And I go, "Fuck you. I'm like not too young to do anything." That's the teenager inside of me saying that. And I'm thinking that I'm going to make brownies tonight for my inner child. Ghirardelli's. Does it see it? Yeah. I don't know if that's like too much product placement. I don't think so. I don't think anybody cares. And I don't know. It's like life has been weird this last year. It's been really weird. Not weird bad, but just weird. It's like I continue to have problems like communicating with men, and that just seemed to get worse. Like the further into, the further into 2016 we got, it's like the more and more problems that I had communicating, and it just, it just continued to escalate all of the issues, like I went to GlowCon, and I didn't go in this one area where there was a meeting because I couldn't find my asthma inhaler, because I'd given my asthma inhaler to Frank's friend, his girlfriend, and I explained to her that my asthma was in there and that I might need it, but I was going to be up on stage doing this stuff with my lightsaber, and somebody needed to be there to make sure I had it in case I needed it. Okay, this was a big mistake. Big, huge fucking mistake. So I give it to her, and then instead of sticking around, she decides she wants to go do something else. So then she gives my purse with the medication in it to this other woman who's Alan's girlfriend. Okay? And she doesn't really know what it is. And then Mary comes along, and she takes the entire purse, because she wanted my keys. She takes the entire purse with her and leaves the building. Leaves the building. Okay, so there's going to be this meeting, and it's in this area where it's all smoky, and I still haven't found my purse. Now, I'm with Mary, who has my purse, but I don't know it. And Alan is calling a meeting, and he wants us to go to this place where I've already had 2 asthma incidents earlier in the evening, right? I've already had to take my asthma medication for being over in that area because of the fog machine. And now I'm winded and I'm tired, and I've just done this thing, and he comes out of that, and I didn't go. Okay, so Mary didn't know. Mary knew that I was having problems, but she didn't know I didn't know where my asthma inhaler was. And I go and I wait someplace where the air is okay. And then after the meeting, he comes over, and he's all snotty, and he's all superior, and he stands there next to me, and he's like, yeah, the smoke was fine afterwards. If you just walked on past it, it would have been fine. You would have been fine. You just need to not be so scared. You need to be braver, Celeste. So I did the whole count to whatever, okay, and I'm counting. And as I'm counting, he's still bullshit. It's still coming out of his mouth. It's still coming, and it's still coming. Like fucking diarrhea, it's coming, okay? So I'm not actually listening to it because I'm busy, like not turning into Kali, okay? And then the last thing I hear him say is, I need to go find my girlfriend. Bye! Okay? And I remember this like fire, right? This kind of fire. And I decide, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go tell him he's full of shit. So I start wandering around after him, okay? And I'm like a woman on a mission. I don't remember about my asthma inhaler. I don't remember about things that might kill me. I don't care anymore. My objective is to get to Alan and to reach down his throat and pluck out his heart and go, you fucking dick. I was not nice to him when I did find him. I was not in control. I did physically woman handle him. I grabbed him by the arm. He was flirting with some chick with big tits, like usual. And I grab him, and then I drag him away from this half-naked, big chicked woman with fake fur, glowing fake fur, and I drag him away from that, and I'm like, you fucking asshole, how dare you tell me I need more courage. You don't even know what the word means. And I don't know what I said after that. I just kept talking, and I don't know what I said. And then I remember saying something like, yeah, I guess you were just joking, right? Because that's what you always say. You always say it's just a joke. And then I remember throwing my hands up in the air, and I guess I'm just a woman out of control. It's like, him saying shit like that to me, it wasn't the first time it had happened. It was the first time I'd gone off on him that time, right? Because the first time I went off on him, that wasn't the first time either. First time he'd said shit. But it was that moment where I had enough courage to stand up for myself. And I didn't do a very good job. Did not do a good job. But it was good standing up for myself. But I could have done it in such a way that I wouldn't have lost any integrity. And I was just too angry to maintain integrity. And he's a guy that has continued to shit all over me, and I continued to let him shit all over me, thinking that, it's going to change, or I misunderstood him, or maybe he was just kidding. But he's not kidding. It's just the way he is, And then I think to myself, well, that's just the way he is. And I like hanging out with him. I like certain activities that we have in common. And so it's okay, right? Just let him be however he's going to be and accept him. But you've got to draw the line somewhere, right? You've got to say, I don't like this shit. But you've got to say it without getting angry. And I never figured that out with him. I have continued to get angry at him. Continued. There is no like balance there, Got to find it. got to find that balance.